Hello everyone, from this video lecture we are going to discuss remaining bacterial disease. In previous video lecture we have discussed about tuberculosis as well as the cholera disease. And now we are going to discuss the next, that is typhoid, about the typhoid. The third bacterial disease is typhoid. And the cause of typhoid is the Salmonella typhi. The bacteria Salmonella typhi is the causative agent for the typhoid disease. And typhoid is a bacterial disease which is present in body in the form of high fever. High fever is the most common symptom of typhoid, which make the body becomes weak. And next about the incubation period. The incubation period of that typhoid, it is ranges from 10 to 14 days. 10 to 14 days is the incubation period for typhoid disease. The next is about mode of transmission. And the mode of transmission is through the food and water that is contaminated with fecal matter of patient. Through food and water, contaminated with fecal matter of patient. The food and water that is contaminated with fecal matter of patient, that are responsible for the transmission of typhoid disease, because the bacteria comes out from the body through the fecal matter, and when this fecal matter is mixed with the food and water, it is by the help of insect like cockroach and housefly. These are the insects which are responsible to move the fecal matter or mix the fecal matter from the in the water as well as the food material that we eat. The next thing about the symptom. And the symptom of the disease is appear in the form of high fever. So symptom is in the form of high fever. The high fever then also result in the rosy spot on the body. The fever may reach to about 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So high fever is appear in the case of typhoid. The other symptoms include the headache, weakness, along with the abdominal pain. Because the bacteria which are responsible for typhoid disease is present in the gut of human, and here they may cause abdominal pain, and along with the abdominal pain, the other symptom related to elementary canal is diarrhea. Diarrhea may also appear in the case of typhoid, and also the loss of appetite is the symptom appear in the case of this disease. Loss of appetite. There will be lack of hungerness in the patient of typhoid. The next thing it is about the control preventive measure, and the prevention of the disease. So according to the mode of transmission, by taking freshly cooked food and clean drinking water, we can prevent from typhoid. by taking freshly cooked food and clean drinking water. And the other preventive measure is present in the form of vaccine, and the vaccination of TAP vaccine. TAP vaccine is given to a person to prevent from typhoid. टाइफाइड से बचने के लिए जो है टैब वैक्सीन भी लिया जा सकता है. टैब, the full form of TAB is typhoid A-B, because there are two types of typhoid, typhoid A and typhoid B. So both the typhoid can be prevented by taking this vaccine, that is TAB vaccine. So these are the various things, and the next thing it is about the control or treatment that will be performed or used after having the typhoid. जब टाइफाइड हो जाता है उसके बाद कंट्रोल मेजर को हम यूज करते हैं like in the form of treatment, and the treatment can be done by taking antibiotics. The symptom can be reduced with the help of paracetamol or crocin, but the main positive agent will be removed by the help of antibiotics, because it is the bacterial disease. So taking antibiotic regularly, continuously can recover typhoid completely from the body. Body से जो है पूरी तरह से recover कर सकता है. So this is about the typhoid, all about the typhoid, the cause that is Salmonella typhi. The incubation period, it is ranges from 10 to 14 days. The next mode of transmission, it is transmitted through contaminated food and water, that is with fecal matter of patient. Fecal matter of patient के से contaminate हुआ जो food and water किसी भी पर्सन के द्वारा लिया जाता है, so in that case the possibility of having typhoid becomes more. Then the symptom, about the symptoms, so high fever, rosy spot of the body, headache, weakness, abdominal pain, diarrhea, loss of appetite. These are the various kind of symptoms may appear in the case of typhoid disease. Then about the prevention, so the mode of transmission can be checked by taking freshly cooked food and clean drinking water. But the other, it is in the form of vaccine. So vaccine is also available for typhoid. It is the TAB vaccine. And after having the disease, the control measure used to treat the disease is in the form of antibiotic. Antibiotic can be taken to treat the disease. The next disease we are going to discuss is the diarrhea. So the next, that is diarrhea. About the cause, there are so many causes of diarrhea. डायरिया के जो है एक से ज़्यादा कॉज होते हैं. पॉजिटिव एजेंट जो है वो बैक्टीरिया भी हो सकता है, वायरस भी हो सकता है, प्रोटोजोन भी हो सकता है. दे मे बी वायरसेस, बैक्टीरिया, प्रोटोजोन, etc. These are the possible cause of diarrhea in the body. And the next thing, it is about the incubation period. So incubation period is varied. It is varied according to the pathogens. Which pathogens are responsible for the diarrhea? On that basis, the incubation period varies from the different time period. The next thing about the mode of transmission. And the mode of transmission for the diarrhea, it may be also in the form of contaminated food and water. So to contaminated food and water, the possible pathogens or positive agent of diarrhea may transmit from infected person to healthy person. The next thing, it is about the symptoms. And the symptoms of the diarrhea are appeared in the form of loose motion, stomach ache, पेट में दर्द भी होता है, स्टमक एक, लूज मोशन, देन लूज मोशन involve the loss of water from the body and it appears in the form of dehydration. The next symptom is dehydration. Dehydration may also appear and there will be dehydration will lead to loss of body weight. The body weight becomes lost or reduced after diarrhea. So these are the common symptoms may appear in the case of diarrhea. And the other things that is about the prevention. So preventive measures can be taken as in the form of the previous preventive measure, that is by taking freshly cooked food and water, because most of the pathogens of diarrhea or diarrhea they are transmitted through the food and water. So it can be prevented by taking fresh food and water. Along with the personal hygiene should be maintained to prevent from diarrhea. Diarrhea से बचने के लिए personal hygiene का भी maintain होना जरूरी होता है. The next is about the control. And the diarrhea can be controlled easily by the homemade activities such as taking ORS and zinc tablet. Taking ORS and zinc tablet can reduce the symptom of diarrhea and also control the diarrhea. Diarrhea को control करने के लिए और उसके symptom को reduce करने के लिए we can take ORS as well as zinc tablet. So these are the various information about the diarrhea. The next is the protozoan disease. The protozoan disease abdomen. So the next disease we are going to discuss, it is about the protozoan disease. So about the malaria, the protozoan disease in the form of malaria. In our syllabus, there is a single protozoan disease given in the form of malaria. So malaria is also a very dangerous disease and it is a vector-borne disease. ये जो है vector से disease spread होता है. And about the cause, the causative agent of malaria is of the protozoa, that is Plasmodium. Plasmodium. And there are 4 species of Plasmodium which are responsible to cause malaria in human being. The Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malaria, and Plasmodium falciparum. And out of these, Plasmodium falciparum cause the severe malaria in human body. Human body में जो है severe malaria cause करने के लिए जो species responsible होता है वो है Plasmodium falciparum. उसके अलावा जितने भी species होते हैं they are causing mild malaria in human body. The next thing about the incubation period. So incubation period ranges from 7 days to 7 to 30 days. It ranges from about 7 to 30 days. The next thing about the mode of transmission. And the mode of transmission of the malaria, it is through vector. And the vector for the malaria, it is the female anopheles. Female anopheles mosquito when bite the healthy person, if the female anopheles carry the stage of Plasmodium, which is the infective stage of Plasmodium, which is known as sporozoites, so then the mosquito may transfer the sporozoite through the saliva of their body into the healthy skin or inside the healthy body of skin. So female anopheles mosquito is responsible for the malaria, which is a vector, and it is called vector because in female anopheles mosquito the Plasmodium also complete the part of their life cycle. फीमेल एनाफिलीज मॉस्किटो के बॉडी के अंदर भी या अपने लाइफ साइकिल का कुछ पार्ट कंप्लीट करते हैं। The next is about the symptom, and the symptom is appear in the form of three form. Symptoms may appear in three form, three stages. The first stage is hot stage, cold stage, and the cold stage involve the chills and shivering. The chills appear in the body. It represents the cold stage, and the cold stage is caused due to the rupture of RBC, because Plasmodium infect the RBC. RBC is the host for Plasmodium inside the human body along with the liver cell. So if the RBC rupture due to the excess Plasmodium existing inside the structure of RBC after multiple fission जो है Plasmodium करते हैं और उसके बाद ये आरबीसी के सेल के वॉल्यूम को बढ़ा देते हैं, ऐसे में आरबीसी रप्चर करता है। So due to rupture of RBC there will be the symptom of chills, means that chills or cold, feeling of cold is from inside the body, बॉडी के अंदर से ये फील होता है। मीन्स ऐसे में अगर बाहर से कोई भी ऐसा मेजर यूज किया जाए टू रिड्यूस द कोल्ड, इट विल नॉट बी रिड्यूस्ड, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो है कोल्ड का जो चिल का सिम्टम होता है वो बॉडी के अंदर से आती है। द नेक्स्ट इज हॉट स्टेज। So rupture of RBC also release a harmful chemical which is produced during the malarial Plasmodium infection of RBC, and which is known as hemojoin. And hemojoin is release of hemojoin is responsible for the hot stage. Hemojoin, it is a pyrogen, the fever causing chemical. इसकी वजह से जो है फीवर बहुत ही ज़्यादा बॉडी का टेम्परेचर बहुत ही बढ़ जाता है, तो इस स्टेज को हम बोलते हैं हॉट स्टेज, दैट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ फीवर, हाई फीवर। द थर्ड इज स्वेट स्टेज, एंड स्वेट स्टेज इज फॉर रिड्यूसिंग द फीवर, रिड्यूस द फीवर। The sweat is the profuse sweating appear in the body, and sweat leads to the reduction of fever. High fever को reduce करने के लिए sweat ही responsible होता है। So these are the common symptom, and the symptom may also appear in the form of the second symptom. It is also in the form of anemia due to rupture of RBC. There is lack of RBC in the blood as well as hemoglobin, so there will be anemia in malarial patient. The next thing about the prevention. So prevention can be done by spraying insecticide, by using mosquito repellent, by using mosquito net at night during the sleep. These are the preventive measures which can prevent the mosquito to bite the healthy body. And the next thing about the control, and we can control, there is a biological control. So biological control involves use of some feces which feed over the larva of mosquito by using Gambusia fish. Gambusia fish is a fish which are responsible to feed over the larva of mosquito, और larva of mosquito अगर डेड कर जाते हैं, रिमूव कर दिए जाते हैं, तो उसमें ऐसे केस में जो है मॉस्किटो ग्रो नहीं करेंगे, और मॉस्किटो अगर एनवायरनमेंट में नहीं रहेंगे तो ऐसे केस में हम मलेरिया से बच सकते हैं। बिकॉज मलेरियल पैरासाइट प्लाज्मोडियम इज डाइजेनेटिक, मीन्स ये अपनी लाइफ साइकिल 2 होस्ट में कंप्लीट करता है, और अगर एक होस्ट नहीं रहेगा तो ऐसे में इसकी लाइफ साइकिल कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाएगी, और ये जो है स्प्रेड, इसका ट्रांसमिशन पॉसिबल नहीं है। So this is about the biological control and the treatment of malaria. It involves by using or by taking quinine. Quinine is taken from the bark of cinchona tree. From bark of cinchona tree. सिनकोना ट्री के बार्क से जो है क्विनाइन को ऑब्टेन किया जाता है, एंड क्विनाइन इज गिवन टू द पेशेंट ऑफ मलेरिया टू reduce the symptom and cure. The second is at modern time the medicine available to cure the malaria, which is a very effective medicine, which is known as Daraprim. Daraprim is the most effective medicine for malaria. It is the most effective medicine for malaria to treat the malaria. So this is all about the malaria disease, which is a protozoan disease, and it is a very common disease in the human population. So this is all about the various kind of diseases, and the chapter also have completed along with these diseases.